Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a sold-out show here in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
And you couldn't fit another fan in here with a crowbar. It's cheese heads as far as the eye can see.
It sure is. Green Bay knows that they're about to see the greatest superstars in all of sports entertainment. I can't wait to get started. He's swinging for the fences with that sledgehammer.
He's all about bringing the hammer down, and that proves it. Instead of pandering to the fans, you should really keep your head in the match.
Come on, you're looking at a superstar who can feed off a crowd and use that energy to win the match. Look at this. No fear on the face of this superstar.
Yeah, but that kind of thing's not gonna win you the match. Man, this one's turned into a fight, pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it took me by surprise, and that doesn't happen often.
That's an understatement. You've been in hundreds of matches in your career. We've both called hundreds more. We usually have a pretty good idea of what to expect, but not this time. What an impact! That's going to do some damage.
You're not kidding, Cole. That's gotta hurt like crazy. Did you see that? What a shot.
This could result in a serious... Why do they keep so many dangerous weapons under the ring? Those things can cause serious injuries. Night after night, the WWE superstars never fail to amaze the fans.
And that's a good thing.
Oh my God, what a chair shot!
Yeah, and that doesn't tickle, believe me.
Looks like he's decided to grab a weapon from under the ring.
Man, what a match. Kids, if you're watching this, don't try this stuff at home.
Absolutely not. These are trained WWE superstars, and even they wind up seriously injured sometimes.
That's for sure. Even me, a former WWE champion, has had his share of injuries over the years. Even if you wind up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Oh, man. I don't think that was ever meant to be used like that.
Maybe not, but it seems to be doing the trick.
It's a real shame that a diva as lovely and talented as Melina has to resort to some of the... Oh, my God! Someone's got to stop this!
Don't get squeamish on me, boy. Inflicted pain's the name of the game.
Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
You know, if you let me train you, you could be cruiserweight champ inside a year.
Oh, man. What an impact.
You could hear that one up in the cheap seats. Yeah, wow. Talk about giving your opponent a taste of their own medicine.
These superstars are so Oh no, he's looking for a weapon. This could cause a serious injury.
And that's why foreign objects are a superstar's best friend.
Well, I guess that depends on which end of the object you're on.
Half of The Undertaker's style is about getting inside his opponent's head. If you can keep your cool in the ring with him, you got a chance.
But you're not taking into account the power and experience of the dead man. You can't forget about that.
Of course you can't. The man's a legend. That's why I didn't bother mentioning it. It's crazy to think that we actually get paid to do a job like this.
He's putting that weapon to good use here.
And as long as he's got that thing, he's in the driver's seat.
Oh my! That's going to do some serious damage if someone doesn't stop this.
Who in their right mind would try to do that? Wow, what a shot! That sledgehammer will mess you up, but good.
And I can't imagine how anyone could come back from something like that.
All right, time to see what we got under the ring. When I first heard about this match, I wasn't sure what to think, but these
Oh my God, what a sickening impact from that sledgehammer. You're not going to last long if you keep getting hit by that.
You sure aren't. I don't care how tough you are.
Kenny Dykstra's first WWE appearance was with the all-male cheerleading squad, the Spirit Squad. Not that that's a bad thing.
Come on, I bet you thought about being a male cheerleader, waving those pom-poms, grinning like an idiot.
Actually, the 10-to-1 female-to-male ratio was pretty tempting.
Wow, hanging off the ring apron is not where you want to be, and that's why.
It's a tough position to get out of, and it really gives your opponent a chance to work you over. I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally nothing left to give.
And that's the attitude you have to take to win. You know that your opponent isn't going to hold anything back, and you can't afford to either.
I'd love to know where you're coming up with this stuff, because it sure ain't from personal experience.
There's a lot of things under the ring, and all of them hurt.
Nice quick counter there.
Johnny Nitro struts around here like he's God's gift to sports entertainment, and I don't mind telling you that it makes me sick.
Of course it makes you sick. Every time you see him, he reminds you of what you're not. Strong, talented, good-looking, funny.
Not to mention obnoxious, arrogant, and completely epically bankrupt.
Bankrupt? Between his WWE career and his Hollywood connections, I'm sure Nitro takes home a pretty good paycheck. Watch it. He reversed it.
If Michelle's not careful, she could wind up in a penny predicament.
I don't think she's worried about that. She pulls out some of her best moves when she's on her back.
I've got no one to blame but myself. I walked right into that one.
There's the forearm grind, a painful maneuver.
That's all about showing your opponent who's in charge right there.
This can't go on much longer. Look at the physical condition of these superstars.
You can find all sorts of weapons under that ring.
Look at these superstars go. It's obvious that they've done their homework on each other.
That's for sure. This match might have been over by now if they had.
None. This could be three right here. 1, 2. I've been looking forward to this match all night.
So have I. It's certainly been one of the most...
You know, there's such a thing as playing to the crowd too much, and that's what I'm seeing here.
I disagree. He's wrestled this match his way all along, and now we see it paying off. These superstars have proven
That's the way to do it. Grab a weapon from under the ring and start swinging. Oh man, Melina's one of those divas you just can't take your eyes off.
You certainly can't. Melina will use any underhanded trick in the book to pick up the win.
That's not exactly what I was talking about, but you're not wrong. These superstars are on fire tonight.
They sure are, and I don't think they're going to be put out anytime soon.
He's going for the pin.
1, 2.
Mark my words, this Kenny Dykstra is a young, up-and-coming superstar to keep your eyes on.
He's certainly got a tremendous upside, but he also has a tendency to bend the rules whenever he gets the chance.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's a kid you better keep your eyes on, especially if you're the referee.
Look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You gotta watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this. These superstars give everything they've got when they're...
Look at this. A violent wrenching of the arm right into the ring post.
And that'll sap the strength right out of that arm in a hurry. We know where this is going. Arm, meet ring post.
And that is a brutal but effective way to pick apart your opponent's arm strength. You saw that one coming.
I think I've said it before and I'll say it again. Nothing costs you a match quicker than overconfidence.
Oh, what are you talking about? I see a dominant superstar who's rallying this capacity crowd behind him.
Look at this. Pandering to the crowd.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum.
This superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah, well, one mistake and we're gonna see that fire put out pronto.
I know that Johnny Nitro is an incredibly talented superstar, but it's almost impossible for me to get past that arrogant attitude of his.
That's an incredibly unprofessional attitude. Nitro's got all the potential in the world, and you have to respect that.
I respect Nitro's potential, but he needs some more experience before he's entitled to an ego like that.
I've got to admit it, I'm impressed by these superstars' performance here tonight.
We were expecting a solid match from these superstars, but this is even better than I'd hoped.
She's got a fistful of air.
And what a backbreaker. A deadly signature move to be sure.
I don't think anyone in this match has even considered that they might not walk out the winner.
Of course not. I saw some pretty dangerous stuff under that ring earlier. As long as these superstars have got anything left in the tank, they'll keep going at it.
They certainly don't look like they're going to give anything less than 100% here tonight.
Michelle is looking to go the distance here tonight. There's nothing better than a woman.
Oh, would you look at this? Talk about arrogant. It's sickening.
I think it's great. That's not arrogance, that's confidence, and that's what wins matches. These superstars have been giving it everything they've got all night.
They sure have. And that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
Yeah, you're not going to win a match if you're blown up 2 minutes into it.
You can say that again. I've seen matches won and lost simply because one superstar was able to outlast their opponent.
Here's the pin. This could be it.
This capacity crowd is certainly getting its money's worth here tonight.
And it's a good...
Oh my! A brutal slam of the head right into that security barrier.
There's a very thin layer of padding along that barrier, but trust me, that doesn't soften the blow much at all. Talk about using your head.
Or your opponent's head anyway. Did you see that? Head first, right into the barricade.
I hope someone's got a whole bottle of aspirin waiting backstage after this match, because you're gonna need it after that.
You can't underestimate Melina. She's not just another pretty face. She's an incredibly accomplished female competitor.
Yeah, but going back to the pretty face thing for a moment, oh man, just look at her.
If you keep this up, we're going to have to fit you for a crown and give you some hair plugs.
Man, I don't want this match to end.
I'm with you, partner, but it's got to end sooner or later.
Well, wow. I guess it's true what they say, Cole. All's fair in love and war.
And there certainly isn't a lot of love being shown in that ring tonight.
Here's the pin. You never know what you'll find under the ring.
Here are your winners, Johnny Nitro and